At Vibra Finance, we seek out the hidden gems in cryptocurrency. We will tailor your portfolio to work for you. Are you ready to transition your investments from traditional markets to cryptocurrency? Are your coins staked and earning interest? Are you overwhelmed with all the jargon in crypto? Is your portfolio underperforming and you want to reposition into consistent winning blue chip coins and viable projects? Do you feel like you missed out on DeFi, Metaverse, and NFTs? Here at Vibra Finance, we provide you with the data, skills, and tools you need to stay on top of the digital asset market. Vibra Finance. We are the future of crypto.
And we are back. What's up, everybody? Good morning. Good morning. What's up, Eagle?
What's going on, fam? How you doing?
Good, good. Another day.
Is there a lag there?
Another paradise.
Is there a lag in the video?
Yeah, there we sorry. Something was no internet connection, apparently. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Is there a lag in the video?
I think it's there. What up, David Lee? What up, Erwin? Yeah, I don't know. We might be having some technical difficulties. I don't know if you let us know if you guys can hear us here. But man, another beautiful bloody red day.
Oh yeah.
I mean, nothing kind of unexpected. I mean, with all the news going on lately, I'm hoping for some good news.
Yeah, I'm getting a mean glitch.
Are you?
Mm-hmm. For some reason.
Sound is fine. But David Lee says sounds fine, or Bobby says sounds fine. This is good. You want me to pop you off real quick and pull you back on?
Yeah, see if that'll help.
All right. There we go.
How about now?
Eagle has it.
Good.
Eagle has
sound
a
is good, right?
But I'm a fan of Kung Fu. Legend. All right. Well, there's a little bit of lag, but I don't think it's that bad. But want to get into it real quick here. Some interesting news in the quant world here. You know, us hexagons, we love our hex and pulse chain, but instead of just sitting around and waiting for it, you know, there's some exciting stuff going on. And this deal right here came out last week, but this has been like a 4-year process where these 4 companies, Google, Amazon, Microsoft, Oracle, are now part of the Joint Warfighting Cloud Capability, or the JWCC. Eagle, you've been doing some research on this, I believe.
Absolutely, man.
It's just interesting. So a $9 billion contract for these 4 companies, and the whole point of it is basically for these this contract is to provide the DoD with enterprise-wide, globally available cloud services across all security domains and classification levels, from the strategic to the tactical edge, the department said. So obviously, we know what this is. I mean, Quant and their Hyperledger, they have the ability to talk to all these companies' blockchains. So if, you know, your Ford dealership down the road is using Elrond, and you know, the bank, your local bank is using, I don't know, Ethereum or whatever.
Absolutely.
Able to talk to them. Their Hyperledger is interoperable.
That's the key right there. That interoperability.
Exactly. And so also with this JWCC, this contract, it was interesting because what does this bring? It brings cutting edge cloud capabilities to the entire department. We've got our other types of clouds within the department, but none of them do this at 3 security classification levels, spanning the entire enterprise from the continental U.S., what we call a tactical edge.
My bad to cut you off real quick. Go back real quick. What were you just reading about the security classification levels?
So this the JWCC, they have other types of clouds within the department, but none of them do this at 3 security classification levels.
You mean so this ties in with Gilbert Verdian knowing all those areas, being that he worked at the Department of Defense, and knowing that he also pioneered the one of the first ISO standards.
Exactly. So this is Gilbert Verdian, his bio. If you just go to gilbertverdian.com, obviously, who doesn't have a website these days? So if you just scroll through it, he has 20 years of experience all over the world. AI, cybersecurity, blockchain, fintech. He's lived all around the world, and he's worked with FinCEN and government. And if looking through that, if you look, Eagle knows a lot about this. His work experience going
Nuts.
all the way back to Strike Force.
Nuts.
And then he went to EY, HM, HSBC, BP, and then this is where it gets interesting. He was the security lead at the Ministry of Justice in the UK, Director of Cybersecurity, Chief Information Security Officer, and these are the NSW. These are National Security Workforce, I believe, or New South Wales. He was in Ireland, then was in London, I believe, with VocalLink, yeah, and then at Quant since 2018.
And you see, he was at Ernst & Young too, huh?
Yes. Do you know? I haven't heard of Ernst & Young.
Yeah. So it's if you go to my Twitter real quick, I actually just reposted Greg Lunt's tweet with a stream that may be tying Quant to a white label blockchain used by Ernst & Young.
Oh, here we go. Oh, look at that. See, look at this. Look at the
slide them down
together, baby.
Look at it. Yeah, look at that. The largest enterprise in the world, generating 45.4 billion.
Wow.
And if you go down the thread a little bit to the first thread, click on comments and then go down.
The 700 offices in 150 countries.
Look, there you go.
365,000 people.
Yep, and then right above that too.
Wow.
Go to there's a tweet right above that one.
Oh, the Big Four.
Look at that, man. Yeah.
One of the Big Four accounting firms alongside Deloitte, KPMG, PwC, Ernst & Young is one of the most popular professional services firms on the planet. Companies like Amazon, Apple, Intel, Coca-Cola, and GM hire them for consulting, assurance, and tax services. Wow. So how have I not heard of this company?
PwC. All the bigs. It's almost like all the companies that he used to work for, he's going to tie them all together on his blockchain.
Skynet has begun taking over. All hail our robot overlords. I mean, literally. I mean, between Elon and Neuralink, I mean, these guys are, I don't know if they're even human. I mean,
I know.
God, it's crazy. The next pandemic, they want armed drones. I saw this thing in China where they actually had armed little drones flying around with like lights telling people to get back inside their houses.
Yeah.
How long would that last in Chirac? That drone would last about 3 seconds.
They'd be shooting them.
Yeah.
They'd be like, yo, let's go out and shoot drones.
Literally. Ernst & Young sponsors PBS too. That's interesting. PBS, yeah. I mean, that's like all of children's education.
Yeah, the children's program education back in the day.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll also remember the tech we used to know is now probably 20 years old. That is probably even more, honestly.
Yes.
But so that's interesting, bro. So yeah, so there we go. So Gilbert started his career with this company, Ernst & Young, it looks like. And they're one of the biggest behemoths out there for accounting firms. I mean, that's pretty bullish for me. He starts his career. I mean, obviously, he still has relationships there.
That'll be full circle.
Yeah, he has great relationships with the new Prime Minister of the UK, Rishi Sunak, because like we said, they work together. for, I believe, a year or two at
Yeah, they did.
I think it was PwC. I think they worked together.
Was it?
Or no, it was HM Treasury. The UK's where the UK's government's economic and finance ministry. Our aim is to promote strong and sustainable economic growth. So it's basically like a mini World Economic Forum of the UK.
Yeah.
Great to see my ex-colleagues support fintech and financial services, a critical sector to drive innovation and growth for the UK. And what are they doing? This their digital dollar, I believe, or their CBDC is going live next year in Q1.
Yeah, they're pushing like around March or something, right?
Yeah. And I think I don't remember the name of the bill. I think it was like MICA or something like that. And there's a part 2 that is getting circulated right now. And as soon as that gets passed, they're ready to go.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So we got the entire military pretty much getting in on this JWCC, and there was the Air Force has their own wing of it. It's called what was it? Cloud. Oh, wait. Sorry, I lost Cloud One. Sorry. A few years ago, the Air Force launched Cloud One, a platform that provides access to apps and information and broader connectivity using virtual assets from big name players, including Amazon, Microsoft, blah, blah, blah. Science Applications International Corporation now holds a contract with hundreds of millions of dollars.
Crazy.
So so you have, this is basically the Air Force and everything they're doing needs to be taken to the next level. Security, all of this has to be done where the public can't see it. It has to take place on ledgers that these guys can control, but we can't see.
Right.
And that's where Quant has the ability to go in and be able to talk to private blockchains, private companies, governments, top secret, whatever. Quant has the ability to bring that.
Right. Yeah. And what Gilbert Verdian said on a tweet not too long ago that he provides that. The privacy that they need.
Yep. And this was from almost over a year ago. And this whole Oracle and Amazon and this $10 billion contract has been going down since 2018. So this was from 2020. And this article says Oracle loses appeal in $10 billion Pentagon cloud computing contract dispute. So what happened was in 2018, the government just handed over this contract to Microsoft. And Oracle sued them and said, this is a conflict of interest. This is what Amazon does. You're violating basically their terms and conditions. You're setting up shop and doing what Amazon does as Microsoft. This is not happening. So the judge, which another hilarious thing was, the judge said that it didn't really matter because Oracle, didn't have the ability to even complete the contract. So they kind of just brushed it under the rug. And it was kind of awkward because you'd think these guys sued the government saying, whoa, this is completely unfair. So they awarded the contract to Microsoft, but scrapped the deal in July, announcing a new contract, including Amazon. So the now canceled the JEDI was the old contract that was given to Microsoft only. Oracle then sued them in protest of it. And the courts ruled against Oracle, saying the company would not have had a substantial chance in securing the contract. Which, I mean, that's if that's your reason, you guys don't worry about it. You never would have been able to secure it anyways. Doesn't matter if you just took Amazon's business model and used it as Microsoft, doesn't even matter.
Oh my God.
So, just interesting to see that this has been they wanted to ship this to Microsoft directly. And then they came in and sued them, and now it's split up between the four of them. So Microsoft and Bill Gates isn't just at the heart of this. It's now Google, Oracle, Amazon, and Microsoft. So at least there's not one monopoly. They're splitting it up over the few, behemoths out there.
Yeah.
But K-12 drone sweeper. But yeah, so that, and then if you go to Quant's website and go to their partners, we work with world-class partners who share our vision of an empowered, interconnected world. So the LA chain, Nexi, which is SIA, and then what else? Oracle.
Yep.
So Oracle, one of the world's, I can't read that, world's largest database management company, offering software and tech, cloud engineered systems, and enterprise software products. Our partnership enables Quant to benefit from Oracle's expertise in product and marketing, as well as their world-class mentoring program and their 430,000 customers. And those are not individuals, those are businesses. So that is a massive number right there. Quant will facilitate Oracle's drive cloud-based innovation and business growth. Now, this is just a tongue twister, but I mean, man, it just makes me so bullish,
Extreme.
And then you see Gilbert tweeting out, "Oh, great to see my ex-colleagues crushing it." And then Rishi Sunak, it was his old colleague that they worked together with. And this guy is super pro crypto, all about crypto, all about digital currencies, and is super conservative.
Yep.
So
this is why I don't worry about Quant.
Yep. This is why I got exactly, bro. I'm never selling my Quant, even if it did. Same thing with XRP. I have my bag of XRP. I'm never selling in my Quant. I'm just never selling, because I truly believe in what I own. And Quant, I just more and more bullish every day. I didn't even know what Ernst & Young was, and now now I do. So you learn stuff every day.
Mm-hmm.
So could someone help me understand how Amazon fits in this equation? Every other company is tech. So they're Amazon Web Services with how they have the ability to track millions of products around the world. So think about their warehouses, right? They're like the size of malls that are just running 24/7, just spitting in boxes are going around everywhere. And all that is done on computer systems and through I guess I don't know what they use in I don't know what AWS uses right now. I'm not that great with technology, but I just look at how they do it. So Amazon's able to scale and track packages around the world. That technology is what Microsoft wants to do with the Department of Defense, being able, if it's and military uniforms going across the world, or just anything, just for elections, ballots that need to go. Everything that the government does and tracks with supply chains is all going to be done on the blockchains. And the problem now is interoperability. They all can't talk to each other. So Quant, with their Hyperledger, has the ability to talk to all these blockchains. So all these governments that are running their systems right now, Quant has the ability to come in and tie them together. And that's where, with Amazon Web Service, with what they're doing with Quant, with Google, with all of them together, they have the ability to basically create the securest network in the world for the militaries to operate on. That would be my guess. Is on to what would you say, Eagle?
What was the initial question again?
Could someone help me understand how Amazon fits into the equation? Every other company is tech, but Amazon.
Oh no, yeah, you just explained it perfectly. You know what I mean? For them to be able to implement blockchain into this, it's probably going to automate their things even faster.
Exactly. Yeah, 100%. And then having it on the blockchain is one thing, but being able to track in real time where everything is on your networks, that the cloud capacity you need to do that and that's why I'm so bullish on Filecoin, is because they partnered with Lockheed Martin to do all their cloud data and cloud storage. So you're talking about, the military industrial complex there. I mean, these are companies that are funded directly from the government. They can't fail. They can just print money and give it to them, bail them out. I mean, money is irrelevant to these companies.
I know, man. Who was
And
that? Who was that guy one time, and they were asking him how much money they could print with a straight face? He said, "As much as we want." Remember that?
yeah, yeah. Because it's not even. I mean, it's not even printing cash. They're trying to remove cash right now, so printing cash isn't even really a care
Right.
right now. Everything's digital. You can just click buttons and money appears in an account.
Yep.
So it's interesting. Mobius says, sounds like the tracking system from the helicarriers from the Avengers. So Mobius, so right now, 1 out of every 3 ships that are in the rest circling around the plane or the realm, they are running on Hedera's blockchain right now with Avery Dennison and 3M. They're able to literally track like this cup, for example. If I went and bought it at the store, right, they'll be able to track where the materials came from, when it was shipped, what boat it was on, you'll be able to track that up and down the supply chain. So one product like this will have like 50 transactions on it. So imagine a cargo ship full of products. Each one has 50 transactions. And you have millions of products. You need to be able to scale that massively. So there's only a few blockchains that have the ability, and then not only scaling it, but then communicating with all of them that do that. And Quant is at the top of the food chain there, the top of the pyramid, and that is basically able to just go down and boost who they want or help out who they want, or however you want to say it, speed them up.
Hedera, another beast.
Exactly. So, Eagle, how much more time do you got, bud? Because what we were gonna do if we had time. All right. So we were gonna just come in and now we're in the middle of a bear market. There's not much going on. People are asking me like, what do you do right now? What would you do if you had what would you do if you had 20 grand? So I want to right now just put together, take $1,000 and buy 5, 6.
Get some XRP.
All right. So Eagle wants to get some XRP. So how much XRP are we buying?
What do we got? 1,000 there?
Yeah, we'll do $1,000. So
1,000 per. Okay, so how many coins are we splitting it amongst?
Well, no, we're gonna spend $1,000 right now over whatever we want to do. So I mean, if you want to, what do you think? Like 20% XRP?
So throw. If you're just asking me, I would throw like 2,000 on an XRP.
2,000 XRP.
$2,000 worth of XRP.
All right, well, let's do 200 then. So we'll just keep it to $1,000.
Oh, we're only at 1,000. I thought you were saying 10,000.
No, we'll just do 1,000.
Okay. So yeah, I guess 200.
All right. So then. All right. So we'll $200 in XRP. All right. So I am going to go with, obviously, we're going to go with Quant. We're going to buy. All right. Oops. Shit. Let's do that. Good. All right. So we got $200 of Quant, $200 RP. So what else would you do?
I'm gonna do a wild card and do $100 on Cello.
Okay, I like it. That's one that I'm gonna be taking a deep dive into in the next little bit. Sorry, my math is not the best right now. All right, so Cello. I'm gonna go with a gaming coin. Let's see. Um, right now with my gaming coin, I really like Illuvium. I really like Vulcan Forged. I'm gonna go with Vulcan Forge. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna do something different. I don't own any Immutable X, but I just heard some stuff that it's looking pretty good for them right now. So I'm gonna go Immutable X. All right. Oh, you know what? I only want to do 100 of that. Sorry. Oops. Sell to 22. Okay. All right. So we got 7. So we got 300 more bucks to spend.
Okay.
So we got XRP, Quant, Cello, a gaming coin. What else? Let's see. What else? What would you do? What niche of the market would you go after?
I would go $100 on GBEX.
Okay. All right. So we're going degen mode now. We're going to some high risk altcoins. This is obviously not financial.
I'm sorry, but I just don't feel like I'm making a degen move when I pick GBEX.
Hey, I love it, bro. I love it. So I love when you're doing research like that, and you're confident in something. I mean, screw it. Oops. All right, $100.
I mean, not when they have partnerships with Impel and XDC and Data Chain and all these these big conglomerates.
Yep. So I'm gonna do something potentially degen move here, and I'm gonna go with Pulse Doge, which for the Hexicans, shout out all you guys. This was a free airdrop that we got just for being a Hex staker. And I think it came out at like $1 maybe, and it just hit $11 yesterday. Well, yeah, it got listed. It came out, I believe, at $1. If someone in the chat remembers, I don't remember. I think it was around $1. Regardless, it's now just made a new all-time high yesterday, and this thing is pumping like hell. I mean, from the end of November, I mean, it's from $4.27 up to $11. I mean, almost a 2.5x in 2 weeks. And what's interesting about this coin, Eagles, they burned half. So the supply right here is 6 million. They burned half of it. So there's only 3 million left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
So it's a kind of degen play. But all right, we got one more $100 to spend. So what's your last pick?
I'd have to go with XDC.
XDC. All right. Love it. Love it. I can't do math. All right, whatever. That's enough. All right, so we got our $1,000. So this will be cool, bro. So now we'll be able to kind of come in here and see how we're doing, and the next couple of weeks, see if our picks are doing good, and maybe we can, maybe next week we'll pick another one that's more of like we'll do like I don't know, maybe we'll just do one every couple of weeks and just see which one worked out the best and why. It'll be kind of a nice little experiment.
Or we can let this one ride out into the bull run and see what happens.
Yeah, exactly. So, right. I mean, exactly. Pulse Doge did launch at $1. So yeah, it's up almost 10x right now. So, not financial advice, but probably not the best time to buy Pulse Doge. I just for some reason, man, I just have my gut tells me that this thing is gonna pump like hell. And it's like how you feel with GBEX, and I like GBEX too.
I know I don't see GBEX pumping anytime soon. I'm thinking more like a long-term play as their burns come down and as their value of an exchange increases. You know what I mean? I'm not looking at it in that way.
Yep. 100%. I love it. And Pulse Doge, I'm kind of bullish on it too, because you can take your Pulse Doge coin and you can burn it for, they're called A6 coins. And those A6 coins represent Bitcoin mining machines. So instead of you having a machine that you need to mine your Bitcoin, you burn your Pulse Doge, you get your A6, and those act as a mining machine. So you have your A6 coins, you lock them up, and every 30 days you earn Pulse Bitcoin. So it's like a way better way of doing Bitcoin, and it's really interesting. So that in a sense burned half of the Pulse Doge supply. So Pulse Bitcoin is at $2.45, I believe. I haven't done it yet. I just haven't gotten to it. I'm going to do a little bit of it, but I believe it was. But it's interesting, man. That there's so much building is going on in the Hex community and on Pulse Chain right now. And I'm gonna be doing a deep dive into a new project. You got to run?
Yeah, I got to run, brother.
All right, dude. No problem. I didn't realize it was 10:05.
All right, man. Thanks so much, man. It's been great again.
Yeah,
my
brother.
bad about the videos like lagging or whatever.
Hey, dude, no problem. That fact you're on here, that's what matters.
Yes, sir. All right, thank you all, Mobius, Bobby Hex, Lindsay, greatly appreciate it. David Lee, awesome, man.
Awesome, bro. We will see you next week. Hopefully, our portfolio starts pumping.
All right, man. Have a good one.
I'll see you. We'll talk soon. All right, Eagle, man, he's awesome. Eagle is a legend. Need you only 2-3 more days for that. Need your ace. Oh shoot, is it Moby? When does that end? I got to do that then. If it's only 2 or 3 more days, I did not know. I thought it was for like. I thought it. Oh, you know what? It was till the end of the year. That's right. Wow, time flies when you're a Hexican. That's what I was going to talk about. Pulsefinity. So I'm going to be doing a little bit of, oh shit. Then no more A6. Okay. I read no more A6. Okay, good. Then no more. Perfect. So I got a couple more days. Yeah, I want to definitely do that, but I think it's an interesting idea. But yeah, Pulsefinity. That's what I want to talk about that. I'm going to do a deep dive into that. It's a new project launching obviously on Pulse Chain, and it's a launch pad for new projects, and they really vet them, and they just are doing so much. You know, I'm not going to go into a deep dive now, but I'm going to do a stream about it tomorrow night. And as you guys that watched the stream know, the 3 of you in here, that I didn't get burned. But I got taken to school on Game Zone, which is exactly what Pulsefinity is doing, but they're doing it correctly. So Game Zone in the part of the bull run was up at $1, and they were launching out games left and right. I mean, but they weren't games; they were just scams. You know, none of them ever were games. So I got lured into this. I got, oh my God, look how much money you can make, and it ended up being like a $5,000 disaster, and nothing but stress, headache, and just promises. And from the outside, all this stuff looks great. You don't know the ways that gets you wrecked until you hit that stake button. So the staking on this, it looks great. You come in, they had their staking as 11%. Looks great. So keep in mind, in order to get into the pre-sales for all these games that they launch, you had to stake 20,000 coins. Okay, so it was $20,000 you had to lock up to even take place of this or take part in this. So as soon as you hit stake, boom, I locked up my $20,000, and there immediately the end stake penalties popped up. So 25% within 2 weeks, 20% within 4 weeks, 15% 6 weeks, 10% within 8 weeks. So if you unstaked within the next 8 weeks, you got penalized massively. And then it was just disaster after disaster. When the projects launched, I'm all excited. All right. Wow. I just sent in my $100 in stable coins. I'm going to get my allocation and I'm going to dump it. And I'm about to make a 30x on this money. Well, okay, that's great, but it doesn't work like that. You think it does in your head. You're all excited. You see this coins launch going straight up, and you know there's people are making money. You get in. So now I have $20,000 locked up. You know, it's getting staked. I'm earning 11%, whatever. It was, I think, like 5 or 8 coins a day. So I got my first allocation. I'm ready to go. It hits my account. I get 15% of it available. The other 85% will be given to you over the next 3 months for this project. So I'm like, all right, whatever. You know, I got 15% of my 4,000 coins, whatever. It's like 600 coins. I'm going to make, it was on Binance. So I'm going to make 3 or 4 Binance coins minimum. So I go in there, I get my coins, and you get them an hour before the public is able to get in. So they create, you see what they do. They release the coins to the pre-sale holders an hour before the public sale. And then the public is just buying them right off of you. So I go in there, I'm ready to go. At 10 o'clock hits, I get in there, I hit submit, and it fails because slippage. And I set it at 6%. So I reset it and hit 8% and click it. And from the time I hit 6 to 8%, it was literally 10, 15 seconds. It went from 4.2 or 4.4 down to 1.4 Binance. So, and BNB was like $500 or $600 at the time. So I had lost right there, boom, almost $2,000. And I was like, holy shit. Like, I did not know anything about this slippage. So, all right, whatever. You know, I got my I got $1,000 back. So now I'm $19,000 in the hole. And I have my coins staked, but I can't touch them, or else if I unstake them now, I lose $5,000. So my coins are stuck. I get barely any allocation. I sell it, have to eat tons of slippage, watch 3 Binance coins, which is 75% of my money there, just disappear. So then I'm like, all right, whatever. Next launch, I'm going to get this. I'm going to set slippage at 10%. I'm going to just front run everybody, be there on the dot. So the next one, I send in my $100 in stable coins, get my allocation. This one comes out. You're going to get 20% now, but the other 80% is coming over the next 3 months. So the other one was 2 months. Now the next one is over the next 3 months. So now the time gets longer. So I'm like, all right, whatever. You know, I don't care. I'm gonna make 5 Binance this one. That was my goal, to try to make 5 BNB coins off of 8 pre-sales, which was going to be about a $5,000 profit. So all this work to make I locked up $20,000 on this site to try to make $5,000. I didn't know this before. I'm thinking I'm going to make 10. I'm going to make a couple $100,000 on this. But once the money was locked up, I'm just hoping to break even at this point, or just not get wrecked. So the next coin comes out, and same thing, get my allotment allocation. This one was maybe 10 or 15%, and set my slippage at 10%. But it went through, but I got 0.8 Binance. So I'm like, what the hell? You know, the last one started at almost 5 Binance for the allocation. And how did this one start so low? So I got, you know, my maybe $1,000 again. So now I'm waiting. So the next one comes out. And in the meantime, I got my second allocation of the first pre-sale, because it was every 2 weeks you got it for a couple months. So now I have my second allocation of my 15 or 20% of that coin. And I go and immediately, so I think I was almost 5 Binance from the first pre-sale and that first allocation when I screwed the slippage up. So now I'm like, all right, I'm going to get this right. I go in, 0.8 Binance or something like that. I got $500 out of it. So each one, so I started to see like, oh my God, like just looking at the charts of because I got in at the 4th, there was 10 or 11 launches. I got in the 4th one. So I had 8 of them, 7 or 8 that I could take part in. So now at this point, 2 of them have already launched, and I've gotten maybe 2.5 Binance max out of this. So that was $1,800, $1,700. So now I have 6 more sales, and I'm getting, you know, this amount of money. I'm about to lose a ton of money. So I started kind of almost panicking. And fortunately, the the third or fourth coin that came out, they had done some crazy marketing for Katana Inu. I will never forget this coin, Katana Inu. And Jesus, look at this chart. I mean, look at that. I mean, the volume is down to $400,000 from 11.4 million when it came out. So now you got to think, right? So you get my first allocations here, then you got to wait 2 weeks. So now January 1st, the price is already half of what it was. And then 2 weeks later, January 15th, bam. And then 2 weeks later, bam. And every time you sold, it was just less. So long story short, I ended up losing $5,000 after all of it was done. After like the 5 weeks that I staked, I ended up making like $1,000 in interest, something like that. Maybe I honestly, I can't even remember. It was a complete disaster, but I got to see how they ran this scam. And Pulsefinity, I love it because they fixed and they address every single problem that I saw in Game Zone. I took part in it. I saw all of the flaws in it, from not vetting any. What the fuck? Are you kidding me? All right. What? All right. Do not go to pulsefinity.net. We're going to have to go edit that. But I don't know how that's got through. That was hilarious, but all right, Pulsefinity, where are you? All right, I don't even want to click this link now. I'm like scared it's gonna bring me back to that porn site, but I don't know. All right, I'm not even gonna do this right now. I don't know what's going on, but Pulsefinity, they vet all their, so they're going to be the same thing as Game Zone. They're going to be launching new projects for people that come to Pulse Chain. And the reason I like it for a lot of reasons, right? They have, everything is fair. They have, if you stake, you get a portion of the new projects that come out. There's no end staking penalties. If you say like Vibra Finance, there's all 10 of you in the chat. Shout out everyone in the chat right now. If in a year from now, and there's 50 people in this chat, and Pulse Dogecoin blows up, and I'm a crypto millionaire and I want to start, Irwin coin, I can come to Pulsefinity and I can start a coin in literally 5 minutes. You fill out a couple things and you can create your own coin through their app, which I think that's going to be massive in the future. I really think there's going to be coins for like little communities and all of that. So I think it's just a really cool feature, but there's so many things that Pulsefinity is doing that makes me super bullish on, because I was able to take part in Game Zone and get wrecked and see the way that they handle these scams. Look at the 137,000 followers on Twitter, but their tweets get, let's see, their last tweet got 47 likes. Their last real tweet. The one before that, 44 likes, 30 likes. So these guys have 137,000 followers and are getting 40 likes. I mean, it wasn't like this back then, but this is stuff that you can look at and is an immediate red flag when you're looking at a project. You see that many followers, and then you want to see if they're retweeting stuff. Are these guys actually taking time and tweeting, or are they just going through and retweeting? Because people don't look at that and they see, oh, they're all this engagement. But if they're just retweets, a bot can do that. But to actually come in and make, actual tweets, somebody's doing that. That's a human doing this. So you want to look for that when you're looking at projects. But just seeing the engagement, 30 likes, this is nothing. 45 for the amount of followers they have. Oh, Katana Inu. Sorry, I just got excited real quick. Wow, 5 $100 Katana giveaways. What do I got to do? Like and tag. All right, let me like and tweet Mobius. Let me like and tweet David Lee real quick. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not going to do that. But this is what they put out for that game, right? This was the actual trailer. Like there was no actual game whatsoever. They just put together these like animations and said, this is the game we're creating. There was no simulation, nothing. It was hilarious. And I knew it too. I knew it was a scam. These games weren't real. I just saw that how the first 3 launched and how much profit you can make if you got into the pre-sales. So I figured, you know what, I'm doing it. And I would do it again for the learning experience that came out of it, for being able to now look at a launch pad like Pulsefinity and seeing what they're doing and how they're operating, how they're launching. It makes me so much more bullish. You know, if I wasn't able to take part in Game Zone and see how the allocations went, see the unstaking penalties, see how, so by the last coin that I did, the last project, I had to set slippage at 40% on the last coin that got released. And oh man, what was, I can't remember, Polygons, that was the name of it. There it was, that was it, Polygon. That was it. And these games, it was so bad. But yeah, it was a great learning experience, seeing what not to do, seeing what gets you wrecked, seeing how scams operate, and then seeing Pulsefinity and talking to some people in the background about it. They are super bullish on it. And I'm going to be, like I said, I'm going to be doing a video on it. Shout out to Chris at the Verse. This is actually a great video. If you want to watch this, I'm going to retweet this right now. And go check that out, honestly, if you want to earn free airdrops on Pulsefinity. But Chris, he did his video is really good and goes through the white paper and just shows you, you know, transparency. And it's going to bring, when you stake your Pulsefinity, you earn Pulse Chain, Hex, and PulseX as rewards. So it's really cool. You know, they're hitting everything that Game Zone missed. They're crushing it on. So I'm bullish on that. That's what I like to see. You know, that for me now, I can at least compare it to a scam project that launched that actually had a decent sized market cap. Let me go back to CoinGecko and pull up Game Zone. Just look at the chart quick, just so you can see that, you know, there was volume on here. I mean, it didn't look bad at the time. You know, it came out, it launched in September. I got in it was the third coin. I got in at like $1.04 and went to like $1.10 maybe. Yeah, that was the top. So I got in like right around here somewhere, around November 15th ish. Maybe it was 9. I don't remember exactly the details. I can go, actually, you know what, Facing Reality is the one that can go and check everything, because I don't have access to the MetaMask account that was used, because in the great state of New York, even with a VPN, I could not whitelist and get into the allocations. So Facing Reality actually can go through and find all those transactions and have a good laugh at how I wrecked myself. But yeah, look, like I said, you know, when you're looking at a chart and this, it's right now, say November 1st, and the chart looks healthy, volume is there, they're advertising like crazy on Twitter. You know, the fake engagement is there. They did everything from the outside to look good. Chart, everything looked good. But not until you staked that money did that early unstake penalty show up. It was nowhere. I never read about it in any tweets, no heads up anywhere. So be careful when you're doing stuff like this, and, you know, reach out to some. If you're hesitant, you don't know, you're on the fence, reach out to someone. You know, there's so many people in the Hex community, in the Sologenic community, Coreum community that are willing to help, and they're there for you. And that's the biggest problem in crypto. It's like your ledger breaks or something goes wrong. You can't call anybody. There's no customer support for anything. So really, is the Wild West. So to have like a place you can go where you can trust someone, where you can ask questions, I feel like that's so valuable. That's why I keep our Discord private and I don't put the server out to the public. We don't charge anything, but I want a small community where people can trust each other. And when someone has a problem, they can go in there and they know everyone in there will genuinely help them out. They're not going to get scammed. There's no hesitation. It's all transparent. So I love to see that. And it feels good knowing that, a friend in California, I think he deleted all his apps off of his phone or his iPad, and he was freaking out because he thought he lost everything. And within 5 minutes, hey, bro, calm down, go get your seed phrases and just plug them into MetaMask. You don't even need your ledger. Or you can order another one. You can see everything right now. If you just download, if you lose your ledger right now, you can go into, and you have your seed phrase, you can go into MetaMask, restore wallet from seed phrase, put your ledger seed phrase into MetaMask, and you can see everything right there. And it's, some people don't know that. So he was freaking out. And within 5 minutes, he was like, oh my God, thank you so much. But if he didn't have access to that Discord server, or somebody like myself or Nathan or Erwin or Molly or whoever, Tom, so many people in there that will help you out, who knows how long he would have freaked out for. I mean, I know the feeling when I got hacked in 2020, and I remember the feeling of opening up my wallet and it was gone. It's like your stomach just like drops from under you. You just get like these butterflies immediately in your stomach, and it's the worst feeling. So imagine, that feeling for hours and hours, and there's nobody you can call. And that's how crypto is right now. And there really needs to be some kind of customer support, some kind of place you can go for help. And, right now, people go for help and get scammed, and it's horrible to see. And I really hope that changes over time, and it will. And we're trying our best right now to do that, to be a place where people can come and, just ask questions. Love the full, no problem, Bobby. I'm as transparent as you can come. I have a video I put out a couple months ago with every single coin that I own, where they are, why I own them. Like, I have nothing to hide. Like, I want you guys to learn from the mistakes I made. This game zone debacle. I want you guys to learn from this and say, okay, when you're looking at these incubators or launch pads, what am I looking for in them? On their Twitter, does this look right? 138,000 followers when Richard Hart has how many? It just doesn't. He has 291,000. So this little game zone has half of Richard's followers. So just little stuff like that, you gotta, keep an eye out for. But, or when I hope you did have a good $5,000 laugh at Vibra Finance's expense. Okay, trying to teach you guys, and you're laughing at me. He's such a nice guy in spaces and on stream, but when that camera's off or that mic gets cut off, Erwin is mean. He is mean. But that, Coreum. That's the last thing I want to talk about today. This project Coreum honestly could go to zero, or it could be, what the hell? It could be a massive, massive, massive winner in the next bull run. Nobody knows. All we can do is our research. And Coreum looks like it's starting to bottom, right? So if people don't know, Coreum is given to you by holding Sologenics in your Zoom wallet on the XRP ledger. We've got, yes, we have. We know, yeah, we never know where it's going to go, Bobby, on this stream. We just had, looked like some pornography pop up, and I don't know what the hell just happened there, but I'm gonna have to go through and fix that. But So Sologenics is on the XRP ledger. And if you own Sologenics in your Zoom wallet, every month you get airdropped Coreum just for holding it. So in your Zoom wallet, you set up your trust line for Sologenics, and then you swap some XRP for Solo. Holding that Solo will get you a Coreum airdrop. And that airdrop for Coreum has been going on since January. And the last one, I believe, was this month in December. If not, there's one more in January. And then what they're doing is having one last snapshot. And that's going to be for all the coins that people didn't claim, that people set up trust lines for and screwed up. Whatever the case, there's a bunch of coins that are still sitting in a wallet, and the community voted on it to distribute those coins to all existing trust lines. So based on how much Coreum you hold for the January snapshot, you're going to get airdropped over the next 36 months, a portion of that remaining supply. So it's passive income for the next 3 years. And that's, Hex, that's what everything is about, is delaying gratification, staking, and not being greedy in the short term, staying away from game zones, stuff like that, and being smarter and safer and secure. And Coreum, I'm holding my bag for the snapshot. We were in this a year ago, but honestly, the prices now have pretty much bottomed out. Everyone that was buying the last year is down or pretty much even. And, Coreum, their mainnet is launching in January. So, the XRP ledger, the SEC with what's going on there right now, it could get bad if Gary Gensler gets his way. Just think of what he could do. So I like to have a plan B, plan C, plan D in crypto. What happens if Richard Hart died tomorrow? What happens if Pulse doesn't launch? What happens if Pulse launches and flops? What happened? I like to think about that. I don't like to think about these things, but I do, because it's reality. So what happens if the SEC rules against Ripple and they come down super hard on crypto? And what if Ripple is given a pass, but now ETH is deemed a security? You never know. So to have, to keep your eyes open on everything, in my opinion, is the smartest thing to do, and not just rule something out because of what you heard, or don't even listen to Coreum because of me. Because if you heard about Coreum because of me, go look up and watch a video that someone else put up about it, or go do some research about it on your own, because, you need to, for yourself, believe in what you're buying and understand why you're, believing in these communities, in these projects. And I like Coreum because what they're doing with Cosmos SDK. And we all know ETH and EVM. Well, this is competition to EVM. If for some reason it doesn't work out and Cosmos and Tendermint and SDK is the future, then I want to make sure that I at least had some exposure to it. I don't see just one blockchain being the future. It's going to be a lot of companies running on a lot of different blockchains. So who can talk to each one of them? Interoperability, that is going to be the future. And speed, scaling, interoperability, and then being green. Unfortunately, that's going to have to happen for you to succeed. So Coreum, I just see what they're doing behind the scenes with who they're partnering with, who Bob Ross, Reza, Mauricio. The team works super hard. They're at meetings and conferences around the country, and they are doing the right thing. They're building in the bear market. We got to meet Sologenics and the team in Las Vegas at the Hex party. And you can tell when someone's passionate about a project. You could tell when someone is just kind of blowing smoke up your ass. I can, at least. And these guys were super passionate. Solo Nation has a passionate community that follows them. And the best thing was, at the Solo party, there were undercover hexagons that came up to us and said, we're hexagons too. Just don't tell anyone. So the future, we're all going to come together, whether it's in a year, 2 years, 3 years. This like tribalism, toxic fighting, it's going to stop. We're all going to start to get along, I have a feeling. And Coreum to me is one of the things that I'm excited about for next year, for the future. So if you have 10,000 coins, you can become a validator on Coreum. And right now, that's $2,500. It's not that much money. And I heard the APY is going to be up to 20% at first. I don't know if it's true or not. It's just what I'm hearing. But passive income, staking, green, airdrops, it's what I'm all about. So, and then the mainnet is launching in January. So, if you are interested in, I'm super bullish on Cosmos too. I really like what they're doing with Juno, with Osmosis, a lot of cool stuff going on there. So I'm trying to keep my eyes out on the whole ecosystem, not just Richard Hart. We're all waiting for Pulse Chain. We're all waiting for testnet V3. But honestly, there's so much other stuff going on. I don't care. When it comes out, it comes out. Like I feel like it's just beating a dead horse, like talking about testnet. Like I don't care anymore. That would have been cool, I don't know, a year ago, but I don't need testnet for that when I can just go to Saucer Swap and I can use DeFi on Hedera, which is the same code. This is right here. This is Pulse X right here. You want to swap HBAR to Saucer Swap. All right, let's do a watch how fast this is. Ready to swap 5 HBAR for Saucer Swap. Hold on, let me log in. So you get the confirmation right here. Approve. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh no, you got an error. Maybe you didn't swap enough. It usually takes 5 seconds and it's done. This is so fast. Well, there we go. That's how fast it is. It doesn't work. So I don't know what's going on with Saucer Swap right now, but I have my Saucer Swap stake. This is the Pulse X of Hedera Hashgraph right here. Same exact code as Pulse X is going to be. Looks identical. Might be like the alien theme with these guys is not obviously going to be different, but it's the same code, same look. It's all there. These guys you're going to be able to bridge stuff in the future. That's coming. But the staking is what I love right now. Single-sided staking, no risk, and it's just under 18% right now. Sorry, I can't see that. But this is really cool. 18%, no risk. So I'm super bullish on Hedera. We talked earlier about the supply chains with shipping, with every single container ship that's on the ocean. All those ships stacked with containers. Hedera is going to be where the transactions are going to be processed. Hedera is going to be massive with retail and supply chains. And this is the first DEX on there. This sauce is so new. It's like, man, this is like Uniswap before Big Payday. I mean, it launched August 5th. I was into the pre-sale, and I've been part of the community the whole way. And I'm so bullish on it because of how transparent the community is. It's 100% ran by the community. If you have an NFT and you have a vote, everything is put up for vote in that community. So we get to judge all the new projects that are coming on here. So I really like this to help new people out. When you go to the swap and you come down here and you choose your tokens, you can come through. But once you get a certain way down, they have a list of the extended tokens, and these ones are flagged. And they show you this token has not been voted in by Saucer Swap. Always conduct your own research before trading. So they let you know. So in the Discord, I get to vote whether I want these projects approved and in the liquidity pools and there for trading. So you can see the like XOJ is some meme coin that is all around crypto. And I've never heard of it until 5 days ago. And they came into the community hard and were pushing for it, talking about how they are free and this and that. And they somehow got themselves up for a vote by trading a bunch of coins on the DEX, and it got voted down. So the community said, we don't want a shitty meme coin on here that serves no purpose. So the vote was no. And now they will never be on the approved swap list on this site. So it'll always be flagged on here, which I think is super cool. To have that ability to get rid of the junk and not even deal with it. That's awesome. Versus in MetaMask and Binance, you just get these coins sent to your wallet. You can't even send them off because doing that might get your wallet hacked. So if you don't know that I believe that, I don't know if it happened to me, but I think it might have. It's one of a couple possibilities. If you have a coin in your wallet that it just drives you nuts. I know some people, they just don't like seeing coins in their wallet, or it drives them nuts. So they try to send it out of their wallet, and you sending that coin gives permission to drain your wallet. So be very careful. When you're looking at a wallet, or say this is your wallet, for example, this is just a random wallet, and you have all your coins in here, and then you come down and you have your Gary 7 token, and you just don't want it anymore. So you go into whatever wallet and you try to send it off, that can get you hacked. So don't ever send these scam coins that end up in your wallet anywhere. Just ignore them. I know in some wallets you can right click and hide them, but unfortunately that's just a part of crypto right now, and it's a way to get yourself hacked. And I know they were doing it with hexagons for one of the sacrifices. There was a scam coin going around, but do not ever send anything like this off your account. Just let it sit there. Nothing good will happen, I promise you. So that's all I got. See, I don't even see XOJ on here. And if it had got approved, it would be up in the top with all the other good coins, or all the approved coins in the community. You could see they all these got voted in. LCX, Joe, a Jam. I love this coin here. Tune FM. It's for content creators. Spencer Dinwiddie in the NBA made it. Just cool stuff like that. Trying to support people that are passionate about what they're doing. So if you're passionate and you like crypto, you like what we're doing, give us a like here on YouTube. Follow us on Twitter at Vibra Finance. 549 followers. Let's go. We only need 441 more to 1,000. So that'll be my goal for 2024, 1,000 followers on YouTube and Twitter. Well, hopefully we can make that happen, or sooner rather than later. Well, yeah, that is everything I got. We'll be on tomorrow night with the Hex news and Pulsefinity update, or breakdown, or deep dive analysis, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, let's go, Messi. Let's go. I've got this in 2006. That's right. This thing is 15 years old, the 19 Messi jersey from Argentina, actually, believe it or not. Lindsay's giving away a ledger when we hit 1,000 subscribers. So if you would like a ledger or a chance at a ledger, tell your friends to follow Vibra Finance. And when we hit 1,000, we'll be giving away a ledger and have some cool PulseX hats that I want to give away too. So we'll be doing that shortly. Thank you guys for tuning in. Mobius, Bobby, Erwin, David, who else stopped in? Diggs, what up? Appreciate you. It's a K-12 drone sweeper. That's hilarious. All right, guys. That's all I got. I'm done rambling. See ya.
At Vibra Finance, we seek out the hidden gems in cryptocurrency. We will tailor your portfolio to work for you. Are you ready to transition your investments from traditional markets to cryptocurrency? Are your coins staked and earning interest? Are you overwhelmed with all the jargon in crypto? Is your portfolio underperforming and you want to reposition into consistent winning blue chip coins and viable projects? Do you feel like you missed out on DeFi, Metaverse, and NFTs? Here at Vibra Finance, we provide you with the data, skills, and tools you need to stay on top of the digital asset market. Vibra Finance, we are the future of crypto.